Now at 9, one judge may be stepping in to help SNAP benefits. Find out what she may do to assist those with suspended payments.
Also, the government has officially been shut down for 30 days. See how many employees at one federal agency are working without pay.
And another federal agency is trying to support employees during this time. We have the details on just how they are getting help.
Finally, community can be created through the love of sports. Stay tuned to see how Muncie first responders are finding it in a local park.
I'm tracking calm Halloween conditions. NewsLink Indiana starts now.
Local news about local people, live from Ball State Unified Media. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Ava Lenz.
And I'm Lauren Bell.
A federal judge in Boston is ready to step in as millions of Americans face a delay in food stamp benefits. Today, the judge signaled that she may order the Trump administration to tap into $5.3 billion in emergency funds to help cover November's SNAP benefits. It's money the administration has so far refused to use. The judge said it's hard to call this anything but an emergency, warning that benefits won't reach families by November 1st. Democratic attorneys generals and governors from 25 states sued the U.S. Department of Agriculture earlier this week, arguing the agency is violating federal law by suspending payments. The judge said she expects to issue a ruling soon.
The ongoing government shutdown is affecting more federal employees. Today, the Department of Veterans Affairs issued a statement saying close to 37,000 of its workers are now furloughed or working without pay. That's up roughly 2,000 people from the week before and represents almost 8% of the organization's staff. The VA also says more than 900,000 veterans are now able to get help from the GI Bill hotline because it's not in operation. The government shutdown has also closed dozens of regional VA benefit offices, and more than 150 VA cemeteries are going without regular ground maintenance or placement of permanent headstones. The VA does say that burials will continue despite the shutdown.
Much like the Veterans Affairs Department, airlines are now helping their employees during the shutdown. Several airlines are stepping in to help federal aviation workers affected by the government shutdown. United, American, and Delta Airlines say they are offering meals for some air traffic controllers and federal workers not receiving paychecks. Southwest says it's donating meals, drinks, and thousands of dollars to GoFundMe campaigns. Air traffic controllers, TSA agents, and other federal transportation workers are considered essential staff. They're expected to report to work during the government shutdown, despite not being paid. We are less than 3 hours away from the peak of spooky season, Halloween.
That's right, Ava. I know some of us here in this studio are wondering what the weather is going to be like. Will there be howling wind or bone-chilling temps?
Well, our chief weather forecaster, Joe Sawicki, is outside the David Owsley Museum of Art to keep it real. Joe?
Thanks, Ava and Lauren. I'm on the steps of Doma right now overlooking the quad where sources say a ghost was running around earlier scaring people about that Halloween forecast tomorrow. And I'm here to say that the ghost was me, and I'm going to share that Halloween forecast with you. Overall, going to be pretty nice for Halloween tomorrow. Going to be a little bit below that average temperature of 60 degrees with that high being 56. But the good news is that rain is going to stay away. So don't get those rain jackets out and cover those costumes because you're going to be seeing mostly sunny skies and partly cloudy skies throughout the day. The main concern is going to be those wind gusts tomorrow, around 25 miles per hour, so it's going to be a little breezy, so you got to hold on to that witch's hat, but overall, going to be pretty nice. When you go out for trick-or-treating at 7 o'clock, going to be around 50 degrees, so again, going to be much better Halloween conditions than what we're used to. Back to Ava and Lauren in the studio.
Thank you, Joe, for a look at the spectacular fall weather.
Speaking of fall weather, a local neighborhood association held an event earlier this week at a local park. NewsLink Indiana's Tatum Harris stopped by to check out the goal of the event.
Here at Ball Court Park, Muncie Southside Neighborhood Association is working to bridge the gap between community and first responders through sports like kickball and basketball.
Police officers, EMTs, and other emergency dispatchers were invited to join in on the fun with families from the surrounding area. This is the 4th year that this event has taken place, and it all started with a game of basketball and a game of kickball. In recent years, the event has grown to feature free food and prizes. Community members were given food truck and slushie tickets, and were encouraged to put their names into one of the many raffle boxes organized by the association's executive board. These drawings awarded kids with goodies such as sweatshirts, basketballs, and movie passes. The Southside Neighborhood Association's president hopes that events like these will teach kids about their resources within the community.
So that way, when kids do need to call them, they're not scared or unsure. It's just another person to them. So we put this event together just for that reason, so that we could connect those two together, and so that when the situation arose that they maybe did need them, they wouldn't be scared to reach out.
It is the association's hope that they can assist in building healthy and happy relationships within the neighborhood. Their small team works hard year-round to create events and opportunities for the people of Muncie.
Our team looks a lot bigger on the outside than what it really is, but I think it's because our hearts are so big, and so that helps out.
With events like Family Fun Day in August and the turkey giveaway in November, the Southside Neighborhood Association is always looking for a way to support their residents. It is very important to their team that everyone in the community feels welcome and safe.
In Muncie's Southside neighborhood, community means everything, especially to the kids. In Muncie, Tatum Harris, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Southside Neighborhood Association puts on events like these to unite and uplift the community. To learn more about the Southside Neighborhood Association and to support their mission, you can contact them at southsidemuncie@gmail.com.
The Broken Plate is a student-run art and literature magazine. They're pushing back their deadline for Ball State students. NewsLink Indiana's Landon Jones went to find out about the change.
The Broken Plate has operated at Ball State since it was founded in 2004 and is overseen by Professor Katie Didden. The magazine publishes works of art and literature from anyone who wants to submit and show their work. The deadline for submissions are normally from September 15th to October 31st, but this year it has been extended to November 10th for Ball State students only. Managing editors of the magazine, Rowan Hartshee and Taylor Dennis, say that they hope to build a deeper connection with the university and its students.
We're accommodating for the Writer in Residence event is happening later than it normally does. It usually happens mid-October, but it's happening at the beginning of November, I believe. So we're giving students who might find out about the Broken Plate through that event an opportunity.
The Writer in Residence is an event Ball State holds every year to showcase the need for literature, not only on campus, but for surrounding schools.
They are also partnering with the Muncie Community Schools to provide events for the larger Muncie community and to provide free books for those students.
The magazine encourages any form of art or literature to be submitted.
We take creative nonfiction, we take fiction pieces, and we take poetry. As far as the art goes, we take pretty much anything you can take a picture of and submit.
Dennis says that is a good way to get started if someone is looking to kickstart their writing career by getting their work published.
I was published for the first time in the Broken Plate last year, and that kind of gave me the confidence to apply to do something like this, and now I'm the managing editor of it. So I think it's just a good thing to be published as a writer, to find a place where your work can grow and where you can feel like you're a part of something and contributing to something.
In Muncie, Landon Jones, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Broken Plate has published works from authors such as Roxane Gay, Mark Holliday, and Elena Passarello. The magazine releases an issue every spring, usually in the print festival, from March 19th to the 20th. Coming up, this may look like a T-Rex, but a new study suggests otherwise. Find out what this could be.
It's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's a meteor. We have more on the site that's out of this world.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Welcome back. A new study suggests that a fossil previously thought to be a juvenile T-Rex is actually a completely different dinosaur. The new research comes from the study of the dwelling dinosaurs collection housed at North Carolina Museum. Paleontologists thought the bones belonged to a Triceratops or a young Tyrannosaurus rex. Researchers studied those bones as well as over 200 Tyrannosaur fossils and discovered the small-bodied dinosaur was not a T-Rex. Instead, they say it was a fully grown species known as Nanotyrannus lanceus. While the two look similar and are part of the same family, the Nanotyrannus was 18 feet long and had a larger upper limbs. The study was published today in the journal Nature.
Last night, the skies above Wisconsin and Minnesota put on a show for its residents. Check out Mother Nature's light show. At least one, quote, fireball meteor, end quote, lit up the night sky in parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota. Yesterday, the city of Neenah in western Wisconsin posted an officer's dash cam video of a bright meteor, and over in Minnesota, the Duluth Harbor Cam on Lake Superior captured video of a meteor above the aerial lift bridge. According to the American Meteor Society, there were nearly 36 fireball meteor reports in Minnesota during a 2-hour window last night, and there are more than 70 reports of them across Wisconsin. The society says several thousand fireball meteors reach Earth's atmosphere each day.
A wedding in New Zealand recently had a surprise guest for their themed wedding. A Hobbit-themed wedding got a dose of star power thanks to a very unexpected wedding crasher. It's been nearly 24 years since the Lord of Rings movie trilogy filmed on location in New Zealand, where a massive char set was constructed, which is now a popular tourist attraction called Hobbiton. Actor Elijah Wood, who portrayed Frodo Baggins, happened to be visiting the set. The couples and their guests were starstruck and enjoyed a few moments of glad handings and photos before continuing on with the matrimonial Middle-earth movie magic moment, a memory that will last and could only be described as precious.
I've got details on average temperatures after the break.
After his wife passed, my neighbor Larry started drinking a lot. He was in distress and acting out. He had guns around, and I didn't want anything bad to happen. I pressed pause. Our local authorities filed a firearm restraining order to temporarily remove the guns. It gave Larry the time he needed to get help. It wasn't easy, but we got through it together. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our current temperatures, we see 47 down in Indianapolis, 50 degrees down in Terre Haute, and 45 over in Champaign. Taking a closer look at our region, we're seeing 47 here in Muncie, 44 up in Marion County, and even down to 39 degrees down in Richmond. Looking at our next 12 hours, we see our temperature decrease from around 44 degrees here at 10 p.m. down to almost 39 degrees around 2 or 3 in the morning. Looking at our low for tonight, we're seeing a low of 39 degrees with partially cloudy skies and winds from the west at around 10 miles per hour, but having those wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., we're seeing that temperature of around 40 degrees, again with those winds from the west at around 15 miles per hour. Then that temperature will increase to around 48 degrees around noon and even up to 54 degrees around 5 p.m. Again, we'll have those winds with us pretty much all throughout the day, which will make those temperatures feel just a little bit cooler. Tomorrow night for trick-or-treating, we're having some pretty nice conditions. We'll have that low temperature of around 37 degrees with partly cloudy skies and calm winds. We will start to see some of those winds starting to affect us heavily around 4:30 p.m. Friday. We'll start to see those wind gusts reaching up to 25 miles per hour before moving out late Friday evening, heading into Saturday morning. Taking a look at our drought monitor, we still are in a drought for most of the state of Indiana. And taking a look closer in our region, we're seeing a severe drought and even an extreme drought in most of the Muncie area. Looking at our 5-day temperature trend, we're seeing a high of 56 on Friday, 54 on Saturday and Sunday, even reaching up to 60 degrees on Monday and 61 on Tuesday. So we are starting to see some of those average fall-like temperatures. Looking at our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, we are seeing some pretty above average temperatures in the Midwest and heading out west. But again, those temperatures are starting to feel nicer outside. This Sunday, we do have our time change. We're falling back 1 hour Sunday at 2 a.m. Looking at our 7-day forecast, again, we have some pretty nice temperatures on Friday with that high of 56 degrees. Then heading into the weekend, keeping those mid-50s temperatures. Then heading into the beginning of next week, that's when we start to see that sunshine coming out and those temperatures in the low 60s. Then heading into Wednesday and Thursday, that's when we see those temperatures still staying in the 60s and starting to see some of those clouds moving in. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to finally have a nice temperature for Halloween weekend.
Yes, I feel like in the past couple of years, it's just been really cold and like, you don't really want to
You have to wear a coat with your costume and it just kind of ruins the vibe.
Yeah, it kind of ruins it. I feel like then at that point, it's like, why
dress up? Yeah, but this year I'm excited.
At least we can dress up without a jacket.
Yes, I'm super excited.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. What are your plans for?
I'm going trick-or-treating. I don't know about you guys, but I'm still in the trick-or-treating stage.
I love that. I'll probably dress up and find a party tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah,
What is your plan?
I think I'm gonna probably go over to my friend's house and we're probably gonna pass out candy.
Pass out candy?
Yeah, to some trick-or-treaters because I love seeing them like
all their little costumes. Yes, of course.
I can't wait. I'm so excited for it. But yeah, these weathers for it, honestly.
It's perfect temperature.
The best ones that I've seen in a couple of years. So I remember like a couple years ago we had, I don't know, what was it, like snow?
Snow, yes.
I don't know if you guys remember that.
I do.
I do.
It was snowing. It was very chilly.
Yeah. And a couple years ago, I went trick-or-treating, and like I was out in that snow. I'm like, I'm brave. I'm brave.
Yeah. This year will be a nice change.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much,
you.
Sydney.
Thank you.
There's a lot more to get on NewsLink Indiana. Emma Deaton has a preview of sports.
Thanks, Lauren and Ava. The Cardinals are getting into the Halloween spirit and hoping to scare off competition. Plus, a look ahead at what's next for the Colts. All this and more next in sports.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health.
Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love your mind.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Make moves, set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up, stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Free game to greater things. This is pre-tirement.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Emma Deaton with sports. The Ball State women's soccer team is headed to Columbus, Ohio for the MAC Conference Tournament. The Cards will look to take on the Kent State Golden Flashes at historic Crew Stadium Saturday in the first round of the MAC tournament. The 4-seeded Cardinals met the Golden Flashes earlier this season where they would fall 1-0 after a second-half goal from the Flashes. Senior forward Addie Chester leads the team in scoring with 11 goals and 5 assists this year. Fans can catch this game Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN+. It was a night of goalish greetings and candy cravings in Muncie, as Ball State athletes put their skills to the test in the most important game of the season, spreading Halloween cheer. Student athletes traded in their jerseys for Halloween costumes Saturday, hosting local kids for the annual Chirp or Treat event at Worthen Arena. Chirp or Treat, an event hosted by the Ball State Student Athlete Advisory Committee, allowed families to meet players and collect candy in a fun and safe environment. Teams like the women's basketball team featured a mini basketball game for kids to throw ping pong balls to win candy. Student athletes and trick-or-treaters loved seeing each other's costumes, with the Harry Potter family and Despicable Me group being the favorites. Both kids and athletes had a blast interacting with each other and Charlie Cardinal. Keeping things in the collegiate realm, a recent rule change inside the NCAA has since been delayed. The delay comes just a week after the NCAA approved a new rule to allow student athletes to bet on professional sports. The rule was supposed to go into effect this Saturday, but SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey asked the Division I Board of Directors for a reversal. In response, the board voted to delay the rule change until November 22nd in order to resign the rule. Division I rules would need a 2/3 majority vote. Moving over to the biggest diamond, the World Series is moving back to Toronto after a 3-game stay in LA. After being even at 1 game apiece for the Blue Jays and Dodgers, LA looked to close things out at home. Winning Game 3 in 18 innings certainly helped bolster those chances, but the Jays wouldn't give up, taking Games 4 and 5 behind stellar pitching from Shane Bieber and Treyu Savage. As the series now shifts back to Toronto, the Blue Jays need just one more win from last 2 games for their first World Series since 1993. Passing it over to the gridiron, the Indianapolis Colts are looking to improve their record to 8-1 as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The Colts have been on a roll recently, winning their last 4 games behind the stellar play of running back Jonathan Taylor. Taylor leads the league in rushing with 815 yards through 8 games and while also totaling 14 touchdowns, which has put him squarely in the MVP race. Pittsburgh has been a tough place to play for the Colts historically, only winning one of their last 16 games in the Steel City. Kickoff is this Sunday at 1 p.m. as the Colts look to improve upon their best record since 2009. Now, all this Halloween talk is really getting me into the spirit. What about you guys?
Yes, I'm really into the spirit and I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yes, I am too. It's tomorrow. It's crazy.
Yes, I know. I think I was thinking about Halloween maybe a month ago, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait,
here.
it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
I know.
But yeah, that the Trip or Treat event, I feel like it's like a perfect little event for little kids to kind of come around and see all the players.
Yeah, it's so
that was
cute.
really nice.
Yeah, that was a good thing for them to add.
All right, well, thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you.
Coming up, Addison, Hampshire has your campus coverage.
And we have one final look at your weather. Stay with us.
My son, Ricky, took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me in ways that I never knew that I could be broken. And I contemplated suicide. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe. Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. My name is Addison Hampshire, and this is your campus coverage. Wednesday night, students had the opportunity to take part in the Monster Mash meal. For one meal swipe, students could travel between different dining spots on the east side of campus to collect a spooky-themed dinner. Starting out at Kinghorn, students could choose from 2 different appetizer options. The culinary crawl also featured stops at Neuer, Studebaker West, the Multicultural Center, and Woodworth. The Monster Mash meal was also allergen-friendly, so all students could participate. And behind it all is one woman with a love for Halloween.
This is kind of a holiday after my own heart, and it's a fun thing to do. All my employees were excited about helping with the dinner.
Dining services at Ball State hope to host more similar events soon and hope to make the Monster Mash meal a tradition for years to come. It's just so great to see the dining halls getting involved in the spirit of Halloween.
I know, I feel like I didn't see this last year, so it's really nice to see, them trying to like get more into it a little bit. Halloween spirit is all over campus right now. Yes, I'm loving it. And I think it's great.
All right, well, thank you so much, Addison.
Thank you.
And now let's take one final look at your weather.
Looking at our 7-day forecast, we're seeing again those really nice temperatures for Halloween with a high of 56 degrees. Then heading into the weekend, keeping those mid-50s temperatures. Then heading into next week, we'll start to see that sunshine pop out and stay in the lower 60s. I'm really excited to have some really nice weather for Halloween and actually be able to go out and trick or treat without being freezing.
I know. Like I said earlier, it's just really great to finally see, like we're gonna have somewhat decent weather. Like, yes, it's gonna be a little bit cold, but that's okay. That's okay.
It's finally feeling like fall outside. I'm loving it.
I know, me too.
All right, well, thank you
so
much,
Thank
Cindy.
you.
That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to tune in tomorrow morning at 8 for Cardinal Sunrise's Halloween special, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana's Facebook page and YouTube channel.
And for news anytime, anywhere, just go to cardinalmediabsu.com. Have a great night and stay safe.